For a long time, I kept my relationship hidden like a secret folded between the pages of my heart. I told myself it was for the best, that silence could protect what was beautiful. I thought the world didn't need to know what we had. I convinced myself that privacy was safety, that keeping our love quiet would shield it from unwanted eyes, from opinions that weren't asked for, from the noise outside our little world. In that quiet space, I felt peace. I felt like we could breathe freely, laugh without watching our backs, dream without limits. It was ours, only ours, and that made it feel more precious. But over time, something began to shift inside me. I started to feel the weight of the silence, the heavy kind that presses down on your chest when something good is hidden too long. I noticed how her presence, so gentle and bright, made my days better. Her laughter rang like wind chimes in my ears, and her smile could break the thickest clouds above me. Why was I hiding that light? Why was I pretending that something so warm didn't deserve to be seen? I remember the exact moment things started to change. We were sitting at a small cafe, sipping coffee with nothing urgent to do. Around us were couples smiling at each other, holding hands like they weren't afraid of anything. Some were taking pictures, some just soaking in the moment. I looked at her, the way her eyes met mine, the way she stirred her drink slowly, thoughtfully, with a half smile. And I thought to myself, why are we not doing the same? Why am I holding back a happiness so deep it moves me to tears? That's when I knew I couldn't hold what hurts me anymore. And it hurt to keep our love a secret. It hurt more than I was willing to admit. Our love is not something to hide in the dark corners of my heart. It's something that blooms in the open, like flowers leaning toward the sun. Hiding it didn't protect it. It only made me feel like I was ashamed of something that has been the most beautiful part of my life. That's not fair to her, and it's not fair to me. She deserves to be celebrated. She deserves to be known, seen, and loved out loud. And I deserve to feel the freedom of loving without fear, without walls, without shadows. So I started sharing pieces of us, a picture of our hands intertwined, a story about a walk we took, just the two of us beneath the stars, a small caption about how her voice soothes the storms inside me. And to my surprise, the world didn't fall apart. It opened up. Friends sent kind words. Family smiled wider. People who saw us saw love. Not gossip, not judgment, just love. And that gave me peace. It wasn't that I wanted to show off. It was that I needed to breathe again. I needed to stop carrying the heavy silence that came with pretending like this love wasn't real or worth sharing. I needed the world to know that I love her, and I'm not afraid of that anymore. There's something freeing in saying it out loud, in letting the world see the beauty I've been holding in my hands. We still have our quiet moments. We still keep the parts that are only meant for us, the way she looks at me when I'm not paying attention, the way we dance in the kitchen when no one's watching. Those will always be ours. But now, there's also a joy in letting others see our smiles, our shared adventures, our little victories. It adds to the love, it doesn't take from it. Every picture I post is not just for others, it's for me. A reminder of what we've built, a memory frozen in time, proof that love lives here, in the way she holds me, in the way I listen to her heartbeat beside mine. We've built something real, and I'm proud of it. I want to share that pride, not out of need for attention, but from a desire to honor what we've created. This change hasn't just opened the door to the world, it's opened new doors between us. We talk more now, we talk deeper. We ask each other what we want to share and what we want to keep. We check in. We care in ways that are louder, braver, clearer. There's a softness in our connection that has only grown with openness. We are building something not just strong, but honest. And honesty has become the most romantic thing we offer each other. Sometimes I think back to the beginning, to the days when I would smile at her in private and keep it locked behind silence. I don't regret it, because it was what I thought we needed. But I do know now that love like this was never meant to be hidden away. It was meant to be seen, felt, shared. The kind of love that makes you better should never be tucked away in secret corners. I've come to understand that keeping her a secret felt in some small way like denying the truth of what she means to me. I don't want to do that anymore. She is my sunshine, my comfort, my best friend. She is the one who helps me find myself when I'm lost. Why should the world not know that she exists and that she is loved beyond words? Our journey is filled with moments, quiet ones, loud ones, silly ones, serious ones, and each of them is a chapter in a love story I'm no longer afraid to tell. I don't need to hide her smile. I don't need to pretend like she doesn't make my life better. I don't need to shield the world from my happiness. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be in love. It's okay to show it. What I've learned is this. Love becomes even more real when it's lived out loud. Not shouted from rooftops every day, but spoken in the small ways that count. A kind word, a photo from a shared afternoon, a caption that simply says, "I'm grateful." Those little things carry meaning, and meaning is what love is made of. And maybe, just maybe, someone out there will see our story and believe in love again. Maybe someone will find hope in our laughter, or peace in our journey. Maybe someone who has been hiding their love or holding back their joy will find the courage to let it out too. That makes it all worth it. There will always be people who have something to say. That's the nature of the world. But I'm no longer letting fear speak louder than love. I'm no longer choosing silence when I could be choosing joy. I'm no longer holding in what heals me, what lifts me, what makes me whole. I can't hold what hurts me anymore. And hiding this love, it hurt. Not in loud ways, but in quiet ways that eat away at joy. Now when I speak of her, I do it with pride. When I share our story, I do it with care. When I post a moment of our life, I do it with love. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just here to live honestly, to love deeply, and to share freely. That's enough. That's everything. She deserves that. I deserve that. We deserve that. Our story continues not behind closed doors but under the open sky, and every step we take from here is filled with the light we were once afraid to show. We are no longer a secret. We are a celebration, and that celebration is just beginning. I look back and see how long I tried to carry it all, the love, the silence, the ache of not being able to say her name out loud. I carried it like a delicate glass in my hands, afraid the world might break it if I showed it. But I didn't. See how I was already breaking, little by little, from pretending that something so full of life had to stay in the shadows. Love should never feel like a burden. But hiding her made it one. And now that it's out in the open, I can finally breathe. I can finally stand tall beside her without feeling like I need to explain, without feeling like I'm doing something wrong by being happy. There's a kind of peace that only comes when you stop hiding, when you stop pretending, when you stop holding your breath every time someone asks, "Are you seeing someone?" And now, I can answer with joy in my voice. I can speak of her the way I've always wanted to. I can say, yes, I love someone. She's beautiful in all the ways that matter. She makes me better, and I am proud to love her. I know now that silence can sometimes feel safe, but it can also steal so much. It stole my ability to celebrate her, to honor what she means to me. It made her question her worth. It made her wonder if she was just a chapter I wanted to keep secret, instead of the whole book I want the world to read. That hurts to admit, because she never deserved that doubt. She never deserved to feel hidden, not even for a moment. She deserved the spotlight I was too afraid to give her. But I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid to say her name in every room I walk into. I'm not afraid to let people know that my heart belongs to her. I'm not afraid to post a picture and say, "This is the one I love." I'm not afraid to tell the truth anymore, because the truth is beautiful. And the truth is, she is the best part of my life. She is not a secret. She is the reason I smile when I wake up, and the peace I find when I go to sleep. There's power in speaking love out loud. There's power in not shrinking it down to fit into someone else's comfort. Our love is not made to be hidden in the corners of my life. It's made to light up every part of it. And now that it's free, I feel lighter. I feel real. I feel like myself again. She stood by me through it all. Even when I wasn't ready to show her to the world, she never pushed me. She never made me feel small. She waited with grace, She loved me in the silence, hoping that one day I would love her out loud. And now I do. With every breath in my chest, I do. If love means anything, it means standing beside someone even when it's hard. It means choosing them, not just in quiet rooms, but in loud places too. It means saying, "You are mine," not just in whispers, but in ways the whole world can see. Not because we owe anyone our love, but because love that is real should never feel like a secret. I watch her now, the way she shines when we're walking down the street hand in hand.